The T-26 tank is one of the earliest tanks mass-produced and equipped by the Soviet Union. It was finalized in 1931 and, despite its technical origins from the British Vickers Company, it was still a successful tank. The Soviet Union developed many variants based on it, such as the Su-1 self-propelled gun. The T-26 light tank weighs 10.5 tons, powered by a 91 horsepower GAZ T-26 engine, and uses a common balanced suspension system at the time, with a speed of up to 30 km per hour. The turret's position is slightly to the left, with the main weapon being a 45mm cannon and 2 DT machine guns as auxiliary weapons, with a crew of 3 people. The Soviet Army was one of the earliest to realize the role of self-propelled guns in future wars, so they were very enthusiastic about developing self-propelled guns. On the one hand, this was necessary for the Army's mechanized development, and on the other hand, it was also a practical need for the Soviet Union's own environment. They needed to improve the mobility of support artillery to gain an advantage on the muddy battlefields of Eastern Europe. The Su-1 looks like a tank destroyer from the outside, as it eliminated the original rotating turret and instead raised the compartment by riveting, becoming a square armored box. It was equipped with an M1927 76.2mm cannon along the vehicle's central axis, which was the Soviet Army's battalion-level support artillery, capable of firing shrapnel and armor-piercing shells with a maximum range of 12,900 meters. The Su-1 carried 35 rounds of ammunition and could use mechanical sights for combat. The crew consisted of 4 people, with the driver positioned in the front right of the vehicle. The positions of the gunner and loader are not specified, and there is a cylindrical command tower above the left front of the compartment, providing panoramic visibility for the commander, while the driver on the right observes the front through a small window. There are rectangular compartment doors on both sides for the crew to enter and exit. The Su-1 was only built as an experimental vehicle, weighing only 8 tons, with a length of 4.62 meters, width of 2.44 meters, height of 2.2 meters, vertical armor thickness of 13 to 15 millimeters, and top and bottom armor thickness of 6 millimeters. Its maximum speed was approximately 30 km per hour, with a maximum range of 150 km. The Su-1 did not receive further development for 2 main reasons: the development of the T-26-4 tank project and the development of the At-1 self-propelled gun. The T-26-4 still used the T-26 light tank's chassis, but it was equipped with a large-sized turret similar to the T-28 medium tank, mounting a KT-28 76.2mm howitzer in the turret and a machine gun on the right side of the howitzer. It was more operationally flexible than the Su-1, with the rotating turret providing better firing angles. Although this tank was ultimately not produced, its appearance did have a significant impact on the development of the Su-1. The At-1 was essentially developed from the Su-1 self-propelled gun, but its design concept was oriented towards assault guns and was considered by some to be the starting point for Soviet tank destroyers. This self-propelled gun was equipped with a PS-3 76.2mm howitzer, which had stronger performance compared to the Su-1. The overall structure was similar to the Su-1, but the side compartment doors were removed and replaced with 2 rectangular compartment covers on the roof. The original turret for the vehicle commander was also removed. Several issues were discovered during testing of this self-propelled gun prototype, such as its low fuel capacity, which made it unable to support long-distance marches. However, the development of the At-1 was still not smooth, as its chief designer was arrested in that turbulent era, leading to the project's suspension. By analyzing the entire development process, we can see that the T-26 light tank served as the origin, leading to the development of the Su-1 and T-26-4, other models not discussed in this article. Both of these equipment types combined the concept of assault guns and self-propelled guns. By the time of the next generation At-1, the technology had become more mature, and later models such as the Su-5 self-propelled gun were developed.